Perfect.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the Social Sleep Podcast number 9, I think it is. Today's guest is a new homie of mine, Davi, also known as Young Davi.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. I've been sad, but I love being happy.
Is there any particular reason why you've been sad?
Yeah, I really miss my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But it's cool.
Yeah.
Because if she was dead, I wouldn't even know.
Really?
She doesn't exist anymore.
You don't know where she is?
I know where she's at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I hired a PI. No, I'm kidding.
Personal investigator. Yeah. Like, what's a PI?
No, I'm kidding.
No, it's all good.
Oh, that's funny.
Reminiscing a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I probably don't even actually miss her. I just miss the idea of love.
Yeah. You looking for something? You mentioned Bayview. Not a lot of people your type.
Yeah, not a lot of, there's not a lot of mates, potential mates.
For context, Davey just moved to Bayview.
Yeah, it's all right.
Brand new to the Milwaukee scene.
Yeah, I like it a lot right now. I mean,
have you here.
It's really. I like being here. I like being in the city, but it's weird. I go outside and everybody's fucking 30, or I find myself going back to. I'm from Kenosha. I find myself going back to Kenosha like twice a week just to like take care of some shit or whatever. People need me around, and it's fine. But I wish. Part of me wishes I could cut it off.
Did you go to, because Kenosha is kind of in between Milwaukee and Chicago. Mm-hmm. Did you go more so to Chicago growing up or Milwaukee ever?
I probably went to Chicago more. Yeah. My parents were really big on going to, what the Kris Kringle market is?
No. Oh wait, maybe.
Yeah, it's like a whole German Christmas thing that they set up, and it's you can buy fucking they got potato pancakes and
okay, I'm like trying to think because I went there in like 2019, I want to say, with a friend, and we walked through the downtown area, and there's this market thing going on.
Okay,
and
yeah,
it could have been that.
If it was all red and white, it was
Christmassy.
It's
huge.
Christmas trees. Yeah, it's always a big deal. Yeah. But yeah, I was going in. I was probably in Chicago more. It was close, I guess, but I don't know. The only reason I would only come to Milwaukee for the Discovery World.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
Dude, that place is fun.
I haven't been there in fucking forever. I've been trying to go there for the last like 3 girls I talked to. I'm like, let's go go on a date or whatever.
Definitely a good
never
date.
Works out because I'm a loser. But it'll work eventually. I'll probably just go by myself.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
I'll bring my girlfriend and you can third wheel.
I've never minded a third wheel. I think I like watching people be I like watching a relationship interact more than I feel like I would like being in a relationship.
I feel like you could be just happy to be anywhere.
Right. I just feel like, oh,
thank you guys for taking me along. This is so sick. Discover the world.
Yeah.
Have you been to the art museum at all?
No.
Dude,
no.
It's cool.
Is it?
Yeah, not like I'm not into art or anything like that super deeply, but like looking at paintings and whatnot, and it's always super cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah. Definitely worth it.
Yeah, I like going to museums because it's it makes me feel like I'm more intelligent than I am. I'm like trying to find ways to appreciate what I'm looking at.
But that's the thing with art too, is that you don't have to find any logical meaning to anything. It could be just how it makes you feel. Ways that you don't even think about either.
It feels so pretentious to be like, I get art. You know what I mean? Like to be like to show someone a piece and be like, do you get it? Like,
yeah, right. Do you know what they use to make this?
Yeah,
because I do.
Yeah. No, you know what I did though? I went to the was it Picasso? At the
Was it oh no, dude, it was oh my god. Not Picasso, but Vincent van Gogh.
Yes, yeah, the Vincent van Gogh. Yeah, I went to that in Milwaukee. Yeah. That was fucking sick.
You thought it was sick?
That was crazy.
Is it the same one that was like last summer?
Yeah, it was. I'm sure it was.
You walk through and you read his life, and then you're in the big room.
That huge room. Yeah, that was crazy.
Cool. That was dope.
That was so crazy.
Honestly, I was expecting a little bit more.
What?
I would say. I don't know, man. Like after the big room and everything, I was in there for a good amount of time. And then after that, I was like, damn, it's done. I kind of wish there was something more to it, but the room was fucking sick. And how they had the whole every wall was surrounded.
Yeah.
Like waves.
And it was like a really slow story of why he created what he created and shit. But I don't know. Maybe he just like they only make so much art.
Dude, he's one of the sad ones where he didn't know that anyone loved his art until he died.
He wasn't popular until he died, right?
No.
Isn't that weird?
Sucks. Yeah, weird. Was it 1800s he was?
18? Oh, I have no idea. Like I thought it was relatively recently in terms of like, the world.
Right.
But
I think 18. I don't know. Which is crazy to think that. I mean, that would be kind of even before photography was even existent.
Right.
It's weird to think about that.
Yeah, I wonder how it goes trying to sell a piece back then. How do you say this piece of art is worth $1 million?
Did they make prints, like copies? Like how would you?
No way. There's no way.
It must have been just museums and like exhibitions touring like crazy.
Yeah. I bet if those artists knew that what they made was getting reprinted and mass produced, they'd probably be pissed.
Yeah. In a way, yeah. I feel like there wasn't an idea of like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be.
They're like it's not real. It's not me. It's, the feeling isn't there. Whatever. Yeah.
I've always thought of Pablo Picasso was one of the artists that did get popular when he was still alive. Mm-hmm. So he was kind of an asshole about it, I heard. I don't know him personally, but apparently he'd be an asshole about it. Like he'd go to the grocery store and with no money at all, and then he'd have a bunch of shit, and then they'd be like, all right, your total is this, and he would just sketch up a little doodle in his notebook and just slap it down.
Fuck him. Yeah, what a fucking asshole.
I don't know. Yeah. I feel like I would do it too if that was me in my life. Like,
I don't know.
At that time of era.
Yeah, you could probably get away with it. I mean, that's like Michael Jackson. He's like, I'll kiss you on the cheek if I can just like take this gallon of milk or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
So much.
I'd be like, fuck yeah.
Too much power.
Yeah.
That's so scary, dude. Do you keep up with like the Michael Jackson stuff going on?
Yeah. Back when it was like a year ago or whatever, it got there's a whole bunch of hullabaloo like fucking going on, the documentaries and shit. Yeah, I watched them. I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
I don't think he fucked kids. I don't think he fucked kids.
Do you think it's just
on the record? I don't think he fucked kids. I really don't.
Do you think it's like a money grab kind of thing?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's just really easy. I mean, okay, I don't know. It's really hard to dispute. I just think I think he probably was just insanely attracted to the what's the opposite of arrogance? I don't know. Like kids are so stupid and
so carefree.
Yeah, like they're so they don't give a shit. They don't know how to care about anything. They're like
pure.
They're the most real people because they don't have opinions or biases or
they'll tell you what's on their mind.
Yeah. And I think like I can totally understand why that would be something that somebody would be very I'm at a loss for words right now. Enthralled by or entranced by.
Definitely. Like the childlike demeanor of like being childlike is very admirable for like any adult, I would say.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Looking at it sexually is different.
Well, of course, there's that. I mean, I think it's really hard to dispute that he didn't fuck kids. I would just like to think that he didn't fuck kids. I'm almost positive he didn't.
He's one of those artists that like, because there'd be specifically Borns. Do you know Borns did the electric.
Okay,
there's a bunch of like sexual allegations that came out on him, and a bunch of people basically canceled him and stopped listening to his music. And Michael Jackson, I feel, with all of these allegations coming out on him, no one gives a fuck.
Well, it's really hard.
They're still gonna listen to Thriller. They're still gonna do the dances.
Yeah, it's like
It's so ingrained in the culture.
Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I'm a firm believer in art from artists. You know, I was never a fan of R. Kelly, but if Ignition comes on, I'm gonna. You know what I mean? Like, it's really hard not to be like, fuck, but like, I don't know. You ever seen the Boondocks episode where they're talking about R. Kelly? They're like, you know, how'd she get pissed on? Just move out of the way. Like, I don't know. That's not justifying it, but I'm just saying, like, it's just like, you know, everybody's weird. Kanye's fucking anti-Semitic now or whatever.
Man,
but
dude,
like,
I don't know what is going on with
if
him.
Wolves comes on, I'm gonna be
right.
like yeah, man. Like,
Straight up.
it's hard not to, you know. I don't know. Like,
art comes from artists. You said that.
Yeah, art from like separate art from artists.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
And most artists that are actual artists are fucking insane.
Yeah, you got to be a little fucked up to make something that no one else has seen before.
Yeah. And I do think sort of going, you know, in general of people doing like, you know, next level fucked up things, like fucking a kid for Michael Jackson. But like, I think that there's a point where you're so powerful that you kind of just see what you can get away with. Yeah. And, you know, I think that is why people think that a lot of big people tend to, you know, the whole Epstein thing, you know, you got all these like rich motherfuckers that are really low key and then they try to see what they can get away with. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist. I pay attention to
I love me a conspiracy.
I love conspiracies. Yeah.
When you're that famous, like if you are like Michael Jackson, like he is a cultural icon, and
of course, yeah,
was the most. Everyone knows who Michael Jackson is,
mm-hmm.
but it's when you hold them to a standard, like a regular person that's just walking on the street and doing a 9-to-5 job. It's different.
Yeah.
But there are morals that, yeah. I don't know because I haven't been in those shoes. But
that doesn't exist. It can't exist anymore. I think just because of the internet, it's really hard to. You can't. It's really hard to be the most popular person on earth and have a privatized life. You know, like even Bieber can't.
Dude,
get away with it. Like what he just canceled his tour. He had that like eye thing that I don't know if you kept up. He like his eye like wouldn't work.
Oh, dude, I read something about that. I didn't see any pictures or anything.
Yeah,
like
he had this video where he's like blinking the whole time and his other eye's not blinking and he's looking around and his eye's not moving. It was a crazy shit. Yeah, he had to cancel his tour
because of his eye though. Like
I mean, I don't know.
It's
like, you know, you can't. You can't do that. whatever he did, but you know, you can't. He's not Bieber. He's not. You know. I don't know. That was
man. The life that he has lived is fucking insane.
I love him.
Yeah,
I love him. Yeah,
he's like it's hard to. I don't keep up with him anymore as much as I was so surrounded by him at one point, like One Direction, and just literally. I remember going on Facebook and I had all my like just so many schoolmates on Facebook at the time of being like 7th grade, 8th grade, or whatever, and just constantly seeing One Direction, Justin Bieber stuff all the time. Talk about marketing, like
yeah, I know, right?
Shit,
yeah,
back then
they had Gustavo,
Big
Time Rush's fucking. They had people like that.
Like a marketing kind of guy?
Yeah. He was their producer, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, that was actually like an irrelevent point. I was just just thinking about BTR.
He was behind why I saw all that shit on my Facebook feed at 7th
grade. Yeah.
Do you remember where you were when Michael Jackson died? When you found out?
No. Really? No, I probably didn't care. I don't really keep up with the you know, I'm not like a Michael Jackson fan or anything. Really, I mean, I know a lot of his because it's hard to get away from, but yeah, no, I don't know. I read that shit. I remember reading it. I remember hearing about it. I don't know where I was. How long ago we were?
It was like 2008. I want to say.
Holy shit, that was a while ago.
2009.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. He was just about to go on tour. I remember for like This Is Us or this some huge like comeback tour kind of thing, but. Never got into his music. Super crazy.
Yeah,
Super
which
heavily.
I mean, even further to my point, I'm not even a fan, and I don't think he fucked kids. I can't. I
Yeah.
don't know. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt.
You
He's-
want to.
He's a weird guy. I don't know. He
want
probably did fuck
to.
kids. Who knows? I don't-
God. But if he did, though.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Yeah,
tough thing to come back
dude.
from,
Holy
especially
shit,
when you can't
man.
even defend yourself. You know.
Yo, what do you think about the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing? Did he kill himself?
Oh no! What? No! What the fuck? Man, that man was trapping kids. Like, what is that? Like, I don't.
Dude.
That's not even like a. It's not even a conspiracy. Ghislaine just got whatever. I heard this from somewhere. I'm regurgitating information. I might be wrong, but I heard that she got less time than R. Kelly did for trapping
What?
children.
Holy. Which is how much amount of time is that?
Though
Yeah.
I don't know. R. Kelly probably got, this is a guess, 15 years. I don't know.
My mind is telling me no.
But my body. Hell yeah. Yeah, I can't get away from it, man. Oh fuck. I don't know.
It's crazy how music is so just ingrained in our culture.
It is.
Right.
It was harmonics was one of the original mathematics.
Harmonics?
Yeah, just the
Like of all time.
like just like the
sure.
way things sound and the way things work together. And all
Right.
that. Yeah.
Dude, go ahead.
Okay.
I was
okay.
gonna take it way.
No, there's this thing. There's this guy Case Jackal, that I got really close with. He makes a lot of music. He's really fucking good. But I was hanging out with him and he showed me this YouTube video about how if you take a triangle, I believe it's a triangle up to an octagon. Follow me here. So triangle, square, pentagon, hexagon, septagon,
Yeah.
octagon, right? And you take the inner angles of all of the vertices, and you add them together, and then you take that number and you put it in a hertz. It makes an F sharp scale, or it makes a scale.
I'm picturing like a triangle inside of an octagon.
No. So like a triangle. I'm gonna sound dumb. It's like 60 degrees, I believe.
Okay.
60, 60, 60, right? Like a
Oh my
perfect
God,
triangle.
dude, I was good at geometry too. And
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even know.
And so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And then so you take 60 to 120, 180, and then
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
take
yeah.
180 hertz, and then you do that with all of the individual shapes. And then the hertz makes a scale. And whatever the scale is what most gospel music is made in.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So I'm like vaguely following that.
Yeah, I
but,
know it's a lot
like,
to it's a lot to
I
follow.
can
but-
kind of picture, like, it's just crazy to think of the hertz, like the angles equaling or just being equal to each other on how it's all connected.
Might have been
like that.
frequency, not hertz. Because I
Okay.
think 180 hertz
You
is like
think,
fucking,
like-
you can't even hear that shit.
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe add a zero to it. I don't know. I don't
Right,
fucking know.
right.
But whatever.
Shit's connected though.
Whatever it is, I was watching this video. I'm
Right.
spitting it. This was this was a while ago when I saw this video, but it's real. It's a real thing. Dude,
Isn't it where I remember seeing like hearing the Earth and the moon. Like the moon is exactly like 1/3 the size of Earth or something
Oh,
like
wow.
that. Like exactly.
that's
I don't even know, man. I'm just
no. I
like-
believe. I mean, like it's weird. I mean, you ever hear the there's like mathematical savants where everything they look at is just a geometry equation. They see in lines and numbers. It's really weird. Everything is math. I mean,
Yeah.
everything can be explained by
Right.
math, and I
Right.
think that has some sort of deeper truth to it that I think I'm sure people have obsessed over it and have research on
Yeah.
it. I haven't looked into, but I'm sure you can get really deep with all that.
blows my fucking mind. But love doesn't have a mathematical equation.
I don't think that's
does it?
true. I don't know. I mean, I'm not here to tell you how to fall in
No,
love or anything, but
What's the equation?
if I knew, I would be in love. But I think that there's probably like a statistical sort of it probably has an absurd amount of variables,
Yo.
but okay, think about this, right? This is sort of a train in my head. I think that like the types of people can be categorized into like 30 to 40 people. Think about everybody that you grew up with, and I think that everybody that I meet, I have a person that I've met at some point in my life that they're pretty close to.
Interesting.
Do you feel that way?
You know, I never have been really good at being able to describe somebody
Okay.
like to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Only in generic terms. I don't have the words for it.
Yeah. Okay.
But I know what you mean though.
Yeah.
Like having yeah.
Okay. I got you.
So
stuck.
if you had 40 people then and broke it down a little bit more.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can
Finance
obviously
equation.
you can get like really specific with it, but you've got very generalized things like, are they smart? Are they dumb?
Oh,
are, are they charismatic? Are they boring? Whatever,
Yeah.
Things like that.
I don't know, man. I think there's so many more variables to that, like how you were born, and then there's like the whole.
Well, of course, like well, I was saying you
nature
can get really like specific with it, but I think generally there. Like technically, mathematically speaking, there are only so many traits that you can have, and I think that way you could probably boil that down into an equation to find love.
That's fair. My mind jumps to like, what if you're just having an off day and you get to love your life?
But that could be a variable, what does your personality become on your off days? Like what changes? How often does it happen? What causes it? And all these things.
But what if there's a life event that just happens and you don't know how you're gonna react until that life event? But I don't know if you can put that life randomness of life into that. Okay.
Well, you put an X for randomness. Sure. Right. Yeah. But I do think generally speaking, most people fall in love with the person that they're not supposed to fall in love with. I think a lot of people get scared and sort of jump on the gun a little bit early.
Like as far as marriage goes.
Yeah. Even before that, I think I've had a lot of homies that are in relationships for a very long time. I was in a relationship for a very long time. And it's usually a mistake. Not always, and I respect it when it's not, and I really much appreciate when it's not. But I think I think a lot of people aren't introspective enough and self-aware enough to really know what they want, and they just find this one person that gets them, and they don't feel like doing the whole dance to find a new person.
Sure,
and I get that.
That's such a small town kind of mentality.
I'm from a small town.
Right. I would say though that people that you meet as far as like in a relationship, you are there to learn a lesson, and you're going to keep learning that lesson until you either change or just get out of the relationship, I guess. And I feel like once you're out of the relationship, then you have a perspective. Like when you say like you're in a relationship that was a mistake, I can't speak for you, but from my own experiences, it's like I was a completely different person.
I completely agree.
And then
I completely agree.
Like after that, just after a lot of time and thinking and just growing out of that, it's just like, holy shit, I learned so much from that relationship. Never gonna go back, and that was a lesson that I learned.
I agree. It
wasn't a mistake.
I might need to elaborate on that a little bit. Not right now. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, because I do agree with you on that. I regret nothing. I regret nothing. Yeah. And I'm really glad that I'm where I'm at right now.
Yeah. You have been in love though.
Yes. Like truly for real. I think I still am, and I'm just.
You said you miss your ex-girlfriend.
I do. Yeah. No, she doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's fine. She'll never. She doesn't keep up with me, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Maybe she does. I like to think that she does.
Okay. Where do we go from here?
Oh, conspiracies.
Do you have a favorite conspiracy?
I have a few favorite.
I don't dig around too much myself, but just from hearing fucking like Joe Rogan stuff.
Yeah.
Just like the average baseline.
Yeah, the Rogan. There's a lot of. I got really into Rogan for a little bit.
Yeah.
I was I told you earlier, like I do a lot of maintenance jobs, or I did, I guess. I probably still will, but it's a lot of solo work.
Yep.
And you just pop in earbuds and you're fucking underneath a sink cranking on shit for like 2 hours. And fucking,
it's like you're hanging out with someone.
It's like you're hanging out with people. Yeah. I listen to podcasts more than I listen to music at this point.
Dude,
like,
I would say the same.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I just feel like even if they're not talking about anything, there might be a tidbit of information, and now I learned something.
Right.
And I don't know. I got my music style. It's where I want it to be right now. I'm not trying to like look for anything to evolve or whatever.
It's interesting you say that, because I'm very much the same way as far as like, I really try to, I don't know. I'm not trying to grow like into like learn how to like solo super crazy. Like I know my chord progressions and I know how to write lyrics and words and song structure, and I'm at a good point where I don't have to like really, I don't have to, but I feel it could be eventually a route in my life down the road. But yeah, right now it's cool.
But
you put that to words. Yeah,
you'll know when you're not, you'll feel it, because I felt it. I've changed multiple times. I don't know, I'm not going to put a number on it, but I've changed multiple times throughout my music story.
Yeah.
I don't want to call it a career, but
right.
my progression of making music. When I started making music, I was like, I was doing a bunch of shit like that, and I'm like actually singing, and I'm a much better writer and all that, and I learned it when I needed to, and I don't know. I also I don't really like I don't like the idea of taking inspiration from people. Yeah. I think I do accidentally all the time, but.
Dude, I feel a very similar way to you about that. Like talking with some people, and like if someone says like, yeah, I heard this lick from somewhere and I kind of made it my own way. Like I don't listen to music for like, I really just try to feel it. I don't think about it too much. Like I don't know music theory super crazy or anything like that. It's more of a feel thing.
You probably know so much more than you know.
Right. Like,
yeah.
Like, sometimes someone will ask me a question and I'll say something, be like, "Holy shit, how did I
didn't
really know I do that."
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool you say that. You shit, I forget what we were
I don't like taking inspiration, but I do though on accident. There's
you have to. It's like there's no. It comes from somewhere. Right?
Yeah, it's got to come. Yeah, right. I think I think my music right now is a mix between 21 Pilots and Suicide Boys, which is a really cool mix.
21 Pilots, interesting.
Yeah, I fucking love 21. Well, their latest album was a fucking disappointment. It was awful. But to I guess just I want to preface that by saying that I do believe that I respect people for progressing. In any way, even if it's shitty. I don't really care if it's shitty or not. Like, have you ever had people come up to you and be like, make another song like this, or I really like this song, why don't you make like I want to hear more of like this kind of thing? And it's like that's not how it fucking works. If you want to hear something like that, listen to that song. It's like that's what it is. It's not,
One thing is one of a pet peeve of mine that I don't really say is a pet peeve of mine, but if someone sends me a song and they're like, this dude's voice really sounds like you and really reminds me of your music, I don't really listen to it.
yeah
because I don't want to I don't know, I'm just doing my own thing. I don't want to compare myself to anything that's similar to me, because I don't know. I try to be cautious about it.
I get compared to Juice WRLD all the time, and I'm like, you either don't listen to Juice WRLD or you don't listen to me, because you hear me sing rapping and you just assume, you're just like, you're just like pointing your finger at that point. It's not. I don't know. Yeah, I can't. I don't like that stuff. I mean, I don't. I appreciate the attempt at like a brain blast of a thought, but like, like I don't agree, and that's kind of where it's.
You don't have to.
Yeah. Right. Have you ever a pet peeve of mine is when people hold me for a really long time and they're just like complimenting me. Have you ever had that happen?
They hold you for a really long time?
I was there's this one time, and I've fucked with this guy. I'm not, if you see this, you know who you are. I'm not talking shit, but there was this one time where I was wrapped up with this dude. Oh shit! I was wrapped up with this dude. We were dapping up. I met him at a bar for the first time. I was wrapped up with this dude. He held me there for like 10 minutes, and he's like, "Don't fucking stop. Don't, you're on a fucking good trail, man. You're doing the thing. You're doing really good. Like, I fuck with you, bro. I love you, bro. The shit you do is fucking amazing." And the only thing going through my head the whole time was like, what if I went home, and I was about to quit music, and then this person who means relatively nothing to me came up to me at a bar, and we were both hammered, and he said, "Don't stop." And that's and then I was like, I can't stop. This guy told me I can't stop, and you know what? I can't stop. Like, it's just a dumb thing. I'm trying to make a joke out of it. That didn't come off right, but I'm trying to make a joke out of this.
That has happened to you?
Yeah, it has happened.
Okay.
It's happened to me actually like a handful of times, and it's kind of like a weird like. I
think that in those kind of, because when you were saying that, I was trying to think of some instances that have happened to me, and I think that sometimes it really just depends on who it is, like how they know you. If you knew them like before you were doing,
if it's my best friend doing that shit to me, I'm taking it so internally to the heart for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's somebody that's gonna, you knew. Specifically, I know this guy who we were in college together, in a few clubs and whatnot, but he was doing well at the time. Like, he was the president of whatever, blah, 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 blah. And it seems from just hearing through people that he went through like a kind of a dark path in his life, and kind of like, I don't know, just not doing well for himself. Mm-hmm. And then I'm chasing my dreams, and then I ran into him at a bar, and he kind of said the same thing, like, "Man, I've been keeping up with you, like, you just keep going," kind of thing. Like, we were both fucked up, and it really just shines a light more so on that person than you at that point.
I completely agree. Yeah, it's purely a projection, and it's like I don't want to sound like I'm shitting on it, because well, I do think that I don't like the idea of pride. I feel like I'm not supposed to know how good I am, because I think my fucking head will get the size of a Zeppelin. But like where's I going? It's like I'm not trying to shit on anybody. It's just like, it's a projection that that you're doing something that is really cool to them that they don't think that they could do, and it's them thinking that they aren't doing anything equally as cool, which I completely disagree with, because as much as like making music and doing shows and shit like that is fucking sick, and like it's Jesus. It's a fucking awesome feeling, and it's like unbeatable, but like really, like, you could take somebody who's really good at woodworking, or just like little shit like that, and it is just as cool. I'm gonna have the same reaction.
Right.
If you show me like a fucking like a dope table you made, it's just a table. I'm gonna like, that's fucking awesome. Like, it's just like these weird things where like, it is a form of projection, and it's I don't like seeing it. It makes me feel bad. Bad.
It's sad when they don't realize that about themselves,
Well, I don't think most people do. I'm sure I've done that myself and not realized it.
Right. Yeah. But like, go for like woodworking, like anything. There's so many deeper
literally
levels.
anything. That was just the first thing that came to my head.
Things.
Anything. Yeah.
Which I think it's good for somebody, just anybody, a human being, to find something and get really deep into it, and
I think most people do
it as an outlet.
Yeah.
Eventually in life.
So it takes some people till they're like 40. Some people fucking, there's like actors that don't even blow up until they're like
Steve Carell.
Yeah,
he was an older actor.
Yeah, how old was he when he was The Office like his first big, or like 30-year-old virgin or whatever, maybe,
or something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, that was he was probably
fucking crazy.
Yeah. Oh, that's really interesting to think about. There's not really a time limit on being successful. I think there's sort of a time limit on music, to be fair, but
with having the hot and sexy image.
Yeah, I do think I don't think you need to be hot to be successful in music.
Yeah.
I actually think for a while, ugly was the new beautiful.
Oh.
Like if you look at like Trippie Redd in
Yeah.
2017 or whatever, he's an ugly motherfucker. He's an ugly guy, but like there's just something about him, like he's got a glow to him because he's doing the fucking thing. You
Right.
know, doesn't
Right.
matter. I think
Yeah.
guys get a little easier than girls, though. I think, I do think girls tend to be like even if they're like Claro is very like.
Oh my God.
You like just like she's not like a sex symbol by any means, but like there's just still
That's something.
a need for like being hot
Yeah.
or like something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, especially with pop stars and shit, there's all
Right.
the fucking.
That's interesting because I haven't looked into it for myself, but just from hearing in conversations, like Claro, I heard she's a industry plant.
Oh
Thing.
no shit! I don't know.
I heard that
I don't
her
know.
dad or some uncle or something like, and you know how she has like those bedroom. A few years ago, before she got huge, had like
That one video?
covers and videos.
This
of
Pretty
in-
Girl, I
yeah.
think, is the name of the one that really blew up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just knowing people in the scene. Like I could see someone.
Well,
just
it's
saying
I mean, you
shit
know, you
and-
can there's plenty of industry plants that don't work out. You know, I mean, I think even if you are a plant, like there's still, I don't think it's a means of dismissal.
Mhm.
I don't think it's fair to think that.
Yeah.
Because they're you know, I mean, if anybody comes up now and they're making pop music, they're a plant because that's just the nature of how that works. But if they continue to be successful, that's completely on them. You know, I don't know if you know, like, every song from fucking, you know, before 2014 maybe. You know, I guarantee you and I know at least the hook of every pop, like Tayo Cruz and and Dynamite, whatever the fuck, like you know, and like Pitbull songs and shit like everybody has their turn. Even like Bastille with Pompeii and like the one hit Gaudier with somebody that I used to know. Like it's like everybody has their turn because that's how it's planned out. You know, and then it's up to them to create a career out of it because there's a reason that they don't have other songs that are like the fucking hit, you know, because they're pushed and then that's just how it works.
Do you think that you said before 2014? Do you think it changed since?
Yeah, well, it's like SoundCloud and shit like that.
Yeah,
and people realized they're like, oh, I could just like buy a $5 aux cord and listen to whatever I want. I don't have to listen to Katy Perry 24 hours a day. Yeah,
it's interesting how I feel like people are still just like the average listener has no idea how it has changed.
No idea. I don't understand people that listen to like. I'm gonna sound like a hater, but I'm gonna hate a little bit. I don't understand like pop rap, and by pop rap I mean like I'm gonna drop some names here. It's gonna fuck me in the future. Like I don't understand like Lil Baby and DaBaby and Gunna and all that, and it's like it's all music. Like don't get me wrong. Well, he's not so industry, but like, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm like, this is, you know, this is good, but like, you know, you're not. It's just I think it's really easy music to make. It doesn't. I mean, it is by nature like thoughtless music because. It's just you know, you got these guys going into a studio and they're making 20 songs a day, and if I can't fucking do that, that's amazing. That is pure talent. That's fucking amazing. But like, I like music that sounds like it took time to, and I know it's personal and all. It's subjective, or whatever the fuck you want to say. But I don't understand like listening to music that is given to you.
Yeah. Spoon-fed
is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like I don't even like music that my friends show me. Like if I find it on my own, if I found the same, like it could be the same song. If I find it versus if my friend shows me it, I will probably not listen to it if my friend shows it to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Depends on the friend for me.
Yeah.
You know, like my brother, he'll show me. I mean, we have similar music tastes, but different. If that makes sense. Like anything he'll show me, like I'll never find it out of my way.
Yeah.
Or in my way. But always end up fucking jamming. Yeah.
There's a little fruit fly in here trying to get drunk.
They're back. Yeah. How do you find your music, I guess, nowadays? Do you use the algorithm? I feel dirty using an algorithm, you know?
Yeah, it's weird because it's hard to find music that's that like truly is on your own sort of time.
Dude, the best
watch
times that I've found music is seeing a band or going to see a band in concert, and then the opening band that you've never heard before. You see them, and then they just put a kick-ass show on. You look them up, and it's like, fuck, dude. Like,
yeah.
That's really authentic to me, and I love that feeling.
And that's what they're there for, too.
Right.
That's like exactly why that's a thing.
Yeah.
That's really cool. You know, do you ever feel, as I know, sort of switching topics here, do you think that there's a problem with, I don't know if it's the sort of small town thought, but it does feel like supporting anything, it has become sort of head ass and a little like it's a little ugly to be like a real supporter of something.
Like as far as music goes. So
I think music is the main thing of it, but I do think there's like, you know, someone buys a Supreme jacket and they're like, you're a fucking hype beast, but it's a cool jacket. Fuck off. Like it's like you know what I mean? Like what who gives a shit?
Are you saying like in the local scene or like?
I just mean in general. I think it's like it feels hard to find real like you know how like Taylor Swift has a fucking insane fan base. They're crazy.
Yep.
In a good way. Well, they're probably toxic, but in for her in a very good way. And like you can't support Taylor Swift without somebody being like, "Oh, you're one of those people." You know what I mean?
Right. Like you're always going to have a hater.
Yeah,
somewhere.
like who gives a fuck? Like let somebody enjoy. They really like this one thing. Like fuck off.
Right.
You know, like,
I'll
who
be
gives a
like
shit?
I mean, I think there should be space to give them shit, but also there should be space to be like,
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love hating.
Let's do your thing.
I love hating. Hating is a lot of fun.
But as long as no one's getting hurt, you know?
It's harmless, it's playful, whatever. Like, I'll make fun of somebody. I grew up I couldn't fucking tie my shoes without getting made fun of. So, you know.
Sure.
So, like, you know, it's all in games or whatever. No, but I don't think anybody actually gives a fuck. But, like, it's just.
When you say Supreme, like, I've always been like, I don't know. I get my clothes just from hand-me-downs from my older brother, thrift shopping. I've never been one.
It's a cool sweater you got on.
This one is actually my older brother's company he used to work for.
Okay,
I stole it from him.
Okay.
But, man, just like brands in general, like big brands, like you say Supreme, Gucci. I stay
all
out
that
of
shit.
It.
You don't like it? Well, yeah, I think I have a handful of things. I don't know. I'm not like super into it or anything. But like I have Balenciaga slides. And I have Givenchy shorts. Like I have like things.
Are they nice?
Yeah, they are really nice. Yeah. And I love like, wearing them, being like, you know, I'm like, you know, I don't know, just do whatever. You know, I love doing shit like that. But like, you know, it's not. It's just, but it is because I actually like the way that they look. You
Fair.
know.
Do you think there's a problem with people getting that kind of stuff, like subconsciously? For the reason of how they'll appeal to other people?
Yeah. I mean, I think it kind of depends on what the end goal of it is. I mean, there's definitely a lot of people that, you know, they'll buy an off-white hoodie so that they can walk around in public with an off-white hoodie, you know? But I think I don't really think it's a problem because I think you could probably say that type of thing about really anything You know, there's people that listen to music so that they can say that they listen to that music.
I was just about to loop into that too. You could say that's the music too. It's like people could listen to something. I'm thinking of like, I really liked Post Malone's album Stoney. And then Beer Bongs and Bentleys. There's some good songs on there. I remember being so excited for the release and just like listening to it with a few homies in our dorm, and like I was just like,
so here's the thing.
I don't know. Is this good?
Here's the thing. So I like that album. However, it is like what I was saying earlier about like the, you know, if you want Stoney, you go listen to Stoney. And if you were expecting Stoney Part 2, go listen to Stoney. And that's kind of how I feel. And I really, I appreciate progression in any artist. And Post Malone has, you know, he started out and he was like, you know, fucking with you know, nipple long cornrows, and now he's, you know, he's like doing his, I don't know, like he came a long way, and I like that. I like that.
Like he did have his moment, and he made a career out of it.
Yeah. And then, you know, the people that fuck with it. I don't know. It is what it is. It's just you know, I don't know if that relates back to the back to clothing or maybe even art in general, but you know, I think it does. I mean, there's Supreme things that were made in 2014 are, you know, if you want something like that, you look for that. Like they don't make it again, you know, and especially in fashion, like you don't make the same thing twice. That's like I don't know anything about fashion. I can almost guarantee you that's a no.
Until the styles start coming back, though. I feel.
Yeah,
these
are fucking. You know what these shoes are? They're Dunks. They fucking these were like not that popular. Like they look like fucking.
They look like skater shoes.
They kind of are. I think they originally were. I don't know anything about shoes. Fuck you if you.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you're a sneakerhead.
Nah, don't correct me. Don't correct me. But the fuck, you know, like these shoes were they were before Jordan ones, before ones. You know what those look like? Dude, you've definitely seen them.
I'll probably see them.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, women wear them a lot.
Okay,
it's a cop out of an outfit choice. Quote me on that. It's a fucking lazy option, but those were really.
I was thinking Air Force Ones. Is that
those?
Kind of
yeah.
I can picture that.
So these were popular like before that.
Okay.
And then I don't know, like 2019 or whatever, they came back, and you used to be able to find these in stores, and now they're fucking like you will not find them in stores. You have to go on like StockX and shit like that. So and then they started making them again, and so there is something like that, but. I think even relating to, you know, artists, I mean, if you're around long enough, if you have the opportunity to be around long enough as a musician of any kind, I think most tend to sort of have a comeback album.
Yeah. You'd hope.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got really I got really into Skizzy Mars growing up.
Okay, yeah.
Yo, I loved his, dude. I can't even think of the fucking album anymore. Like Make Sense, 3:30, like all of his old shit. And then I saw him live once. He was so fucked up on stage. He was like puking midway through the set.
No way.
And he rapped about like doing drugs and shit. And he was actually like living that shit.
Yeah.
And he was kind of open on social media about going to rehab and like trying to figure out his shit. Got out of rehab, dropped an album, and it was just. It was bad. You know, it's like I will go back and listen to like old Skizzy Mars.
Well, that's the thing too. You know, there's a lot of people that you know, they specifically with music, they put something out and it's so bad that a lot of people drop them. I think that happened with Lil Yachty. I think that happened with him when he put out a teenage. You know what I mean?
Lil Boat.
Yeah, Lil Boat. I fucking love Yachty. I fucking love Yachty.
First album, the red one. That album was cool.
I think it was called RD Lil Boat.
Yeah,
maybe. But yeah, and the album he put out after that was even fucking. He's a
weirdo.
He's a little weird
then,
guy.
Like, fucking,
he invented all style of music.
She did a Trap Queen.
Fetty Wap.
Fetty Wap, man.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to him?
Man, I was just having this conversation like 5 days ago. That man has 5 songs that. You know, maybe you would know at least 3 of the 5 songs, and you don't even know why you know them. Like
Right.
you just do. You just know
Straight
them,
up.
which is like that's like some like what I was saying earlier about like how the way the industry works is like everybody gets their shine for like a moment, and
Yeah.
everybody gets their time. This man had that multiple times, and had so many major hits, and like just fell off, and I don't fucking understand how that. I didn't mean to do that into the mic, but I don't understand how
you
that
think
happens. Like
that in some artists, when you get to that point, you make a bunch of money, but if you're smart and you realize that maybe you don't want to be in the spotlight, do you think it's possible to just cash out and then just pursue a different business?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you think a lot of artists do that?
No, I don't think a lot of artists do that, because I think the ones that become successful don't think that they have another way. But man, you could, if you had $1 million, which in terms of blowing up isn't really that hard to get to, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a year or two's
Like a
worth
million.
of work.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like,
$1 million sounds like a lot, but it doesn't.
It's really not.
last
It's
a long
it's really
time.
not that much money. But if you put $1 million into a bank and you had 0.03% interest on that $1 million, which isn't a realistic thing to do, but it's there's ways to do it. You're making $30,000 a year just off having that much money in a bank, and there are families that live off of like less than that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
And let's say you do that, but you're still working on music and you make another $1 million. Now you have $2 million in the bank. And just for having that money in the bank, you're making $60,000 a year for doing nothing, for having money.
Right.
And when you have that much amount of money, you can do more things with it to make even more than that.
Building it.
And so I think that it's sort of a false, I don't know. I think it's, I think a lot of artists just sort of get trapped. A lot of it is record deals too, for sure.
I think it's a lot of just people not being educated in financials and people taking advantage of them when they have no fucking idea of where their money's going.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And make sure of that, drugs, fame, everything.
Well, you do end up paying for a lot of things. I mean, I'd imagine, I wouldn't know, but I would imagine going on tour is probably super fucking expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paying
for all the just people helping.
There's
hands.
so much shit to pay for.
Yo.
So many people you need to pay, so many things that you need to take care of, and like
food every fucking day.
Yeah, man.
Hotels, like even we were trying to book a like October tour to the East Coast, just super DIY in a van, and even that was just like pretty. Yeah, it was just a lot. Like I was pretty over my head about it too, about booking a tour in random cities that like where people have probably never even heard of us before, which would be fucking sick, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to get the most out of it with the situation that I'm in right now. Right. It makes more sense to have a fan base in a city before going on tour, and then going to those cities that actually know who you are, and then marketing it that way.
Do you think that stops you from leaving?
No, because we were just in Denver last weekend. As far as like a long-term thing,
but was it? Were there people there for you?
Like in those cities?
In Denver?
Yeah,
that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Not like a whole huge amount, man. Yeah, like
dude, if you have fucking 2 people,
which I was gonna say, like it just makes it more manageable to do more weekender tours. Is kind of what we're geared towards right now, because we can say 2 months in advance, like, hey, I'm going to be in Minneapolis. And then in that time, I'm going to be texting every single fucking person I know in Minneapolis, posting on my story, like, hey, send this to any Minneapolis homies you know. And then we're going to be here on that date, like have people mark it off on their calendars and then have people show up.
Yeah.
You know, and that's way more worth it than just doing a whole like show after show after show after show at these small venues with, hopefully a local band would have a good amount of draw, but it's kind of, I don't know, just with taking time off of work and just everyone else's schedules, it just makes more sense.
Being in a band, that has to be so hectic.
Yeah,
You're working around so many people.
Yeah, it's like running a business.
Yeah, I bet.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fun. I'm sure it's
You know,
I'm sure it's very like, picks your brain, but that I can't imagine.
'cause
Like
you're just you, right? 'Cause
Yeah, I'm
you
just
could just
me.
go with. Do you perform with like anyone on the computer, like running the tracks or anything?
I have, and I like to, because it's easier, and I also like the idea of the money that I could make from it. I like giving the money to my friends because they are, they're my friends before they are that.
Sure.
And I like that a lot. I like the ground up sort of day
Right.
one feeling of
Yep.
things. I don't know what I'm gonna do for this next show, but I do have a guitarist,
Oh shit.
so which
Cool.
is Cade.
Shit.
Yeah, so he's doing guitar for everything, and bro, it's fucking. We rehearsed 2 days ago, and
Uh-huh.
it was fucking awesome.
Yo.
Yeah.
So do you play along to a backing track kind of thing?
Yes,
with
I'm
guitar?
always
Okay.
gonna do a backing track because I can't. I don't know. There's
Hey,
like
if it was like a really intimate setting and it was just guitar and you singing, I think that could be badass. No backing track at all.
yeah,
you
no,
know?
I agree.
If it was rhythmy enough.
I
you know?
actually I think at some point I'll get there, but
Yeah.
Where's
your next show?
it's at No Studios, which I believe is in the 3rd ward.
No, it's not in the third ward.
It's not in the 3rd ward. Where is it?
It would be just
It's-
west of the Pfizer Forum.
Yes. Yes.
So not the third ward. I don't know where that.
It's
would
like
be.
north, or it would be it'd be just north of the 3rd ward.
Right by. I don't even know. Like the Pabst, like old brewery. No Studios.
No Studios. It's like N, and it's got the line over the O. It's a fucking sick place. It's a very intimate venue. And I don't mean small by that. It's a pretty big venue, but it is very like.
It's intimate, but it can get popping when there's a good amount of people in there.
Yeah, I think it feels intimate because it's not wide. It's very straight. It's narrow.
Sure.
But it's big.
Yeah.
And it's a really cool setting. I'm really excited to play there. Scam Likely is also playing with them, and I don't really know them. That actually makes me think. Because you said you were saying you were talking about going on tours and hoping that there's a local band that you can open for or play with that has a decent pull. It's not fucked up to take advantage of that, is it?
No.
Is that kind of how it goes?
Yeah. I get hit up all the time from bands coming from like all over, being like, "Hey," because this is kind of how the booking world works as far as the indie scene goes. But I'll be hit up from a band, say from like Fort Wayne, Indiana, and they'll be like, "Hey, we're going on tour, a few dates. Like, we have potentially booked Cactus Club or like Lindemans on this date. Looking to get a bill together. Would you want to play? Are you free?" And then it's like, shit. A few times I have, and sometimes I'm busy. Now it's to a point where I'm really limiting the local shows because trying not to wear out the local scene.
Saturate it, yeah.
Just keeping, like, if you keep doing the same set every
Yeah,
weekend,
there's only
it's
so many
like,
songs you can perform.
I start to
right?
feel bad and in my head about like, thanks for coming, but we just did the same show as last time. Like, I feel bad, but I'm sure that everyone's having
You
a
know,
good
start
time.
spicing it up, man. Get some balloons or
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean?
Some backing tracks.
Some confetti. Yeah. Some confetti cannons, a t-shirt cannon. Oh.
Yeah, right. But when we were trying to book that like East Coast tour, it's pretty much just like doing it all on Instagram of like trying to figure out what venues are in each city and then reaching out to the venue and then finding out on Instagram like what bands are in that city and asking them if they want to hop on a bill.
Yeah.
And it's just this whole operation.
Like, how do you know who's popping in a city that you've never been to?
That's the cool thing about if I were to do that, like city to city to city, like 2 weeks in a row, you meet so many bands. So it's like some of them are probably at the same level as you are. And then you have that connection. So it's like if they're ever in Milwaukee, it's like, fuck yeah, we'll hop on a bill with you. Because if the vibe was cool, like, yeah, I'd definitely either come out to the show or play a show with you.
Right.
Kind of thing. But yeah.
Do you spend a lot of your time at shows? Playing or just being there?
I try to.
Yeah.
Shows, I like playing shows
Was it like every
Dude.
weekend though? Like, are you?
It was
always
for a
at-
point. We're kind of taking a step back a little bit now.
Okay, yeah. Or were you like working on shit where you need to like?
Like, well, like last spring was when we really kicked it up with shows like every fucking weekend, mostly local. And that was kind of around the time, like last spring/winter was when things were kind of starting to come back a little bit more like normally.
Yeah.
Which, fuck, dude, I can't believe it was not even a year ago. But just hammered out a bunch of local shows. Met a lot of really cool bands from out of state who, a lot of those bands too had tours booked, and then COVID happened, and then it's like just got pushed off. So they're all kind of ready to tour, and then around that time, like last
So you think
spring,
you sort of hopped on like a surge of
dude, the scene of Milwaukee after COVID, I've talked about this a lot with other bands. It's just so different than what it used to be, and I wasn't really in the scene before COVID, but it's been really interesting of like a resurgence, surfacing of just like what we can make it, and then only until like looking back and talking with other people, I'm like, holy shit, yeah, there is a scene here, kind of thing, and it is different. It is cool.
It seems, just from an outsider's perspective, it seems like I am jumping off of a diving board into a shark tank. Is the feeling that I get,
like,
and
a
I
scary
like it.
Thing?
No, I mean I'm not scared. I know who I am, and I know what I can do, and I know. But it's weird that I'm being put around bands, and that's not a thing that I am used to, and I feel bad because I don't have as much as I think that I can relate musically and artistically with anybody that does music. Like I don't have a place around indie music, because I don't play guitar. I was telling you earlier, I can work a piano, but I cannot play a piano. But I can do the thing. I know scales and shit like that. But and drums, I'm fucking awful at drums. I'm so bad at drums. But like, so like when it comes, I hear people being like, well, the A chord to the G chord and the fucking, like all this shit. That's not my language. And so being involved in the community that I'm slowly sort of, I think the show is going to really put me in there. And this and being around the people that I have met, I think it's going to thrust me into this thing that I'm not really sure where my place is yet. And which is why it feels like
I haven't even seen you play live yet, but when you say that you don't feel like you don't have a place in the Milwaukee scene, I totally get it, because there's so many bands that's just the traditional 2 guitars, bass, and a drummer. And I want to say that, well, like people these days, it's like if they hear good music, they're gonna know it's good music. And if it's like me listening to like not even hearing your music before, and like really listening to the hip hop kind of rapper kind of music, I really liked your music, and I was thinking and picturing of what your live show would be like. And now just thinking about it, you're going to be doing a show with Scam Likely, who they host the Washroom, which is a DIY basement show, like house show kind of thing. If you brought a performance to like a house show kind of thing that was literally just like, if you had a good PA system, make sure of that. Maybe Kate is on guitar, but you could even just do like just your backing tracks. And if it was clear enough and the energy is there, like people go to these shows to support and like have a rowdy ass fun time. And your music is upbeat enough to like where it's going to keep people's attention. And if you have that stage presence, that's going to like, I don't know, just make people feel good and have like a crazy fucking time.
That made me feel really good.
I think that it's going to be something different, and like having that diversity in like a house show kind of setting is what would set you apart and what would make people want to follow you.
You think, wow, that's you have no idea how much of a confidence booster that was, for the record. But like I guess I've never really thought that maybe I am just a decent bridge between what the indie scene and what isn't the indie scene, because I imagine it's probably like indie and like rap, and it's like pretty much those are like the two things. And having a guitarist kind of relates to that like the people can understand. They're like they hear the guitar, but I'm also doing my own thing. It's a really it's a lot to think
when
about.
You say
Holy
like
shit.
when you say indie scene, it's like I play indie music. There's so many bands like Bug Moment, who's more like emo.
I use it very very
right,
generically.
like
Yeah, I don't mean to offend.
Instruments and like if you're on a bill and people in Milwaukee aren't going to go to a show, if there's a bill that's like a singer, a rapper, indie folk artist, like there's very diversified bills in Milwaukee that are happening. And I think if you got on one where there was just a crazy house show kind of thing, dude, the Washroom is such a fun venue, which is Scam Likely's basement, and like God bless them for hosting it. And like there's all these DIY kind of shows. Like I would have like a show, and like if I had you like open for like a set. Granted, I haven't seen your live set.
I know. I was gonna say. Wait to see me there before. Don't say it. Don't say it.
But if it's like
I might be ass, bro.
Right, you might be ass. But like if it's what I'm picturing with your music, like, and it was what I'm picturing is fucking like sweaty basement house show, like stuffed and just the music blaring, and you just going ham on a microphone.
I do, by the way. If it reassures you at all, I do. I sing it in person like I do in this.
There's no way you could play your songs without getting into it.
Yeah, I kind of have to. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. Sometimes I'm like fuck it. Dude, they told me for this show they were like yeah, it's a co-headline, so which is insane, by the way. Sort of getting off track from that, actually. I think people really overestimate what monthly listenership on Spotify actually translates to. Because you know the band Bully?
No.
They're it might just be a girl. It's a girl. It might be a band, but it might just be her. I'm regurgitating, but she has been on world tours and all sold out. And I have more monthlies than her.
Wow.
And I can guarantee you that I could not sell out anywhere.
You think so?
Yes. I mean, I could sell out.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just about that loyalty shit that like it's hard to come by.
Someone you should talk to, which I should introduce you to, would be my buddy Micah Emmerich and Dwayne, who I mentioned before. He had his EP release show, very alternative style. He's got DJ shout out Bean Boy on the computer doing the backtracks, and then his guitarist Matt, and he's doing like an alternative, kind of like what's his name? Shit. John Bellion style. John Bellion
okay,
style. Very singy, alternative. And then Dwayne. And Micah has probably, I think, around 30,000 monthly listeners. And he's got it popping on his Spotify.
Yeah, that's fucking solid.
As much as you.
Yeah.
And we'll have these conversations. We went to high school together, and it's like, I have this really loyal, almost like local fan base, and I can sell out shows. Whereas my Spotify monthly listeners is like 2,000, and his is fucking crazy, but he's just not super known locally. So it's like weird.
That's exactly what I'm trying to. Yeah. It's like the internet versus real life, and usually real life doesn't translate to the internet, and vice versa. It's usually not like that.
Have you thought about like how much engagement do you have with people reaching out to you on like Instagram? I know you said you don't really go on Instagram or like too much. Or too heavy.
I'm pretty bad with social media.
But do people like reach out to you ever?
Yeah. I usually get like at least a DM a day. Yeah. And I'm fucking awful at responding to DMs. I would like to say this publicly. I see everything. I swear I see all of it. There's just something in my head. If I'm just there's just time. I just don't want to like. I care like so much about this. I fucking love. If you were taking time out of your day to like find me on Instagram, and even if you just even if someone sent like a thing to you, like it's not that much work to you. But if you're taking the time out of your day to like send me a message, that is the most fucking that's like the biggest compliment. That's fucking amazing, and I love that shit. There's just I'm a little sad boy all the time, and it's hard to get over. And there's just times where it's like it's hard to engage with people that I don't know. And it's completely like I love it. Like I was saying, it's so much appreciated, and it does make me feel good. Just seeing it makes me feel so good. Even if it's like hate mail, to be honest. I just like the fact that people are talking to me. But like, I don't know. It's just hard. It's like a weird. I was better at it when I was younger. I don't know. I think I've gotten more sad as I've gotten older. That's fine. That's a whole other thing. I don't want to get in. I don't want to be on like some boohoo shit. That's
Do you think it's fully attributed to you just kind of being in your head and sad, or do you think it's just a weird way to communicate? Like, I think that like the internet has been a evolving thing, man. It's not a natural.
Yeah, no one really knows how it's going. I mean, it is a
20
weird,
years ago, like no one was getting DMs from a fucking Instagram.
Yeah,
like,
it's weird. I'm much better at communicating on Snapchat, and I've never really been able to figure out mentally why. I think it's because I can't see the message. I think that's what it is. I know someone's trying to talk to me, but you get the blue text, you know what I'm talking about? You get the blue thing, and then you get to click on it to see what they said.
Right.
I think that's part of it. It's like this person is trying to say something to you, but you have to open it and read it and look at it and be like in their shit to
like, because it's like an arrow, but you don't see the beginning words that they're saying.
Right.
Okay.
And on Instagram they give you the display.
Sure.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I think that might be what it is. But I like talking to everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you can find a way around it. Like, I don't think that you should feel that you should be forced to respond to somebody if you don't feel like it's natural. Like, that's no shame or no fault to you at all as a human being. That's just a weird way to communicate.
Yeah.
However, I think there is an opportunity there to, figure out a way. Because that is something. That's a connection. And I think that's, if someone's listening to your music and that's like a... I don't know. Like
they're listening to my music and they're going out of their way to try and talk to me, and I feel like they're supporting me and they deserve something. But I do think something that might be kind of hard to understand is that you get the message that basically says like, "Hey, bro, I really fuck with your music," and there's only so many different ways to respond to that, and at some point it does feel very disingenuous to just be like, "Thanks, bro, appreciate it." Mm-hmm. And I know that to them, the people saying that, they appreciate that kind of message, but to me, it doesn't feel like I'm actually like it. It just feels like an automated response to things, and I like to actually talk to people.
Sure.
And so those are usually the messages I respond to.
Something that I have been trying to do more whenever I get a message like that is to. Because I like the attention, but I don't like the attention.
Yeah.
I think a lot of artists can agree to that. But almost like, so if someone's like, "Hey, I've just stumbled upon your music, like, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah." I'll say like, "Yo, thank you so much. Like, where are you from?" And that, I think just like pivoting the focus off of me and actually, and I am genuinely interested in other people and like kind of figure it and building a relationship, even though if it is we've only chatted on Instagram for like 2 minutes, I think that goes really far for somebody else too. And then I'm weirdly good with names and shit. I follow everyone back on Instagram, and I think that's like a marketing thing, but also like I just don't give a fuck about like the ratio, because I once did back in my life. And it stressed me the fuck out, so I just follow everyone back and trying to build a community almost of just like a fan base. And if someone, I try to put the focus on them and just trying to like, I'll look at their profile if we're talking and whatnot. And it's like, I don't know, just trying to make a normal conversation.
Yeah, no, I love that shit too. Yeah. Taking the focus off of you. 'Cause it's weird to engage, in a conversation that's like, just inflating your ego.
Sure.
It's
like,
bad.
Dude, I know it's sick.
Yeah.
Thanks, I'm the best.
Yeah, right. Like, you're welcome, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's a weird thing to engage. And it just feels weird. Like, I like, if people DM me something like, "Hey," that's like more inclining to me than being like, I'm more curious about that than, people being like, "Hey, bro, just found your music, fuck with you," all that. Like, cause I don't know. I don't want to talk about me. Like, I know what I am. Yeah. I have 24 hours a day to think about what I am and who I am and all that shit. And I do it enough as it is. I don't need I don't need anybody telling me that I'm like, you know, that I'm more like, you know, that I'm a goat and like things like that. Like I it's such a bad thing. I'm gonna go Hollywood one day, for sure.
Sure.
For
You
sure.
think so?
Yeah, for sure.
I think there's ways to take a compliment with still being humble, though. You know?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think that, bro, if you have the monthly listeners and the streams, if you wanted to tour, I think that if you really put in the like work of looking into different cities, like if you wanted to put together a tour, I think having the monthly listeners and that as leverage in some way. And if you looked on Spotify to see what cities people are listening to you,
Mm-hmm.
and if you maybe, I don't know how worth it would be to like tour. I'm not like.
You mean like monetary or like?
I don't know, man. Like just
Like time wise, because I'm not doing shit right now.
Right.
Fucking all I do is sit at home and maybe make music,
right.
cook,
As
and
far as
clean
like
and
worth
shit.
it, yeah. I mean, like
You know, I'm not.
I think you could though. Like
Maybe well, okay. So my bestie, Young Trench, shout
Yeah.
out Young Trench. You know, he's got enough monthly listeners where if he was like headlining, I don't know what he's at right now. He's at like 250 or something like that. Somewhere between 2 and 250. You know, if he headlined and then I was an opener and then we got like one other person, like a local, like you were saying, in each city that we toured in, easy.
Yeah.
It'd be easy. Yeah. And we've talked about it many times.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's what he wants necessarily. He's kind of a homebody. I don't think it's really what he wants. But it'd be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like in this day and age,
Also,
touring isn't what it used to be.
You think it's more of a fuck it thing now?
No. Like if it makes sense for you, like to go on tour and sell a lot of merch and go to a lot of people who are going to come to the shows and buy merch and make good connections that way, and it makes sense for your personal life and everything, like do it. I've been listening to some like music marketing podcasts and blah 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 about like it's really like you can. It more makes sense to. For me, like when I listen to these, I obviously think of from my perspective.
Yeah.
And it would make sense to try to build like an online presence before doing a big tour kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
my big, like you said, like going on an opening, being like a B tour, I think it's called, is like coming along with like a bigger act who's headlining and opening for them.
Yeah.
That's a big dream of mine right now, is to like be that band that I go to see the headliner and then just being so like never hear about this band and then they just rock your fucking socks off. And
It sounds like you've been pretty close to it.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I hope so. I'm trying to like manifest it, put it out into the world. Like any big bands out there that are looking to tour and take along a smaller band. Yeah,
you're on a good path, man. You're doing good.
You
were just in you're halfway across the country. That's yesterday, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we got home last night.
Yeah, it's a hell of a start, man.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Right.
You do a lot of shows around like the Midwest, like Indiana, Minnesota.
No, man.
Ohio,
mostly Milwaukee it's been, and then Chicago we've done twice, Madison like 4 or 5 times now.
Okay.
And now really focusing on trying to get up to Minneapolis, maybe down to like Kansas or St. Louis on like weekend.
I've been told Minnesota has a hell of a music scene.
Dude,
yeah. There's something about they have the most cents to the dollar of taxes that goes into arts.
God damn.
Of any state in the U.S. Yes.
I've been there one time and it feels like an artsy city.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Trying to get up there, man.
I was thinking about moving there. I was thinking about moving there. Yeah.
It's a cool ass city. I've only been around like the campus area when I was visiting college, but man, I want to go back.
Do you like playing colleges?
The ones that we've done is like the Union at UW Madison. We did like actually in Denver. It was a frat.
Okay, yeah,
that we played at, and it's like It's fun. It's like a young. I'm not too old, I think. To
No, you're not.
feel
You're not too
like,
old to like 28
you
to be at a
know,
frat.
yeah,
I mean,
right.
realistically, I
Yeah.
mean, it does feel like
Dude,
you know,
I
if
gotta
you're talking to the girls and shit.
I got
it's
to
like,
pee so
go-
bad
go
right now.
yourself.
Do you want to pause it, or do you want to plug some stuff while I take a leak?
I'll plug while you. I'll plug.
Yeah, do you think?
Yeah, you can cut it if it's not. If it's weird. Yxng Davi on everything. Mowgli Davy. That's how I'm known. I'm doing a show at No Studios November 4th, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm a little nervous because it's my first show in Milwaukee, also with a band. But I would really appreciate it if everybody comes, and I would really appreciate it if you come up and talk to me. I'm a very social guy, and I love drinking, which is not great for being in this city. But yeah, I'm working on it. I'm really bad at social media, so I don't really have a like social media plugs. But I do see everything. And I love memes. So if you want to send me memes, sending me a meme is probably better than sending me any sort of message, because I will check that shit out. And if it's lame, I will block you. But if it's fun, if it's funny, you might get a follow. You might get a little follow. You might get a little bit, a little follow. Who knows? Who knows? How'd that feel?
It's so funny. Holy hell! It's the longest pisses I've taken.
I think that was a pretty good plug.
Woo!
You won't know it till you get back. But I
didn't even hear
I think it was a decent plug.
anything. So the stream was so fucking loud. So,
Yeah.
It's just yeah. How much time we got on here? Hour 21. What time is it?
That's decent. I'll go for fucking.
Dude, I know.
I'll go forever.
10:30. I was thinking maybe we could go for like 30 more minutes if you want to stop by the open mic at Bremen Cafe right down the street.
I would love to do
It's
that.
yeah.
I was gonna suggest going to Up Down.
Oh shit, dude!
And
Uptown, really interesting.
I love that place.
Yeah,
I love that place. Well, I'm a fucking gamer.
I went there for my 21st birthday.
Yeah. They do anything cool for you, or
You get a whole thing of tokens on your on your birthday, I think. Just
Yeah,
in
yeah.
general.
Fuck yeah.
What are you? Do you skee ball? Do you?
No, I'm a cabinet gamer.
Okay.
I'm not specifically pinball, but like I'm pretty good at most cabinet games.
Cabinet meaning
What they have there, like Pac-Man. You know how it's cabinet is like the whole.
The box.
The box.
Arcade.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Dude.
My dad put me on. Me and my dad. There's a string. It started probably like 3 years ago. Me and my dad. My dad would just be like, "Hey, there's this arcade. You want to go?" And we'd go there. It's in Libertyville. It's called Galloping Ghost.
Okay.
And it is the largest collection of cabinet arcade games in the U.S. Maybe the world. I think it's just the U.S.
Whoa.
But we would go there and. Yeah, it's
What's it called?
Galloping Ghost.
Galloping Ghost. Okay.
Yeah. If you like arcade games and you're like in the area, it is 1,000% worth checking out.
Yeah.
It's $20. You get an all-day pass, and there's they have four buildings. They have 4 separate buildings. They basically own a fucking block, and you just
so $20 for unlimited play.
Unlimited, yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. You just walk in,
That's
everything's
sick.
on free play. The only problem is the reason me and my dad stopped going there is because they don't have pinball. And we really? Me and my dad really got into pinball.
Why don't they have pinball?
It's just that's not their focus. It's like it's a whole other game, I guess, or whatever.
Sure. Okay.
But dude, fucking like a year, maybe a year and a half ago, my dad bought a Stranger Things pinball machine.
Nice.
And it became like the core way that my family and I bond together. You know, we just getting fucked up and talking shit to each other, like trying to fuck each other up. It's fucking. I love pinball.
Right.
Yeah,
Who holds the record?
I do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. My dad's really close though.
How long did it take you to get that? Like from when you started that singular? Like
it
what's
took
the time?
So it's kind of weird. I think to an extent, pinball is a little bit of luck. Little bit. Have you played pinball
I've played
before?
pinball, not competitively.
No. I haven't played competitively.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, you know.
Yeah, I don't know like any like tips or anything. But I'm just trying to hit the ball.
Okay. So there's, if you've played pinball like a handful of times, you know that there are moments where like the ball will just get shot straight down the middle and you can't even hit it.
Yeah.
So there's things where I think it's kind of luck, but I think I got the high score on it probably like 3 or 4 months into it, and I was never able to beat it.
Gotcha.
And it was you know, it was probably like 3 a.m. I used to just pour up drinks, and then I would pop in my AirPods and just listen to probably a podcast or whatever.
Yeah.
And I would turn the volume all the way down because, you know, I'm in my parents' house.
Right.
So I'd turn the volume all the way down on the pinball machine and just fucking go for it. And I'd be there for like 4 hours a night. Just grinding
let
pinball.
out some steam.
Yeah.
It's like very, like, you don't think too much about it, I bet.
Yeah. So I'm a gamer.
Yeah.
For sure. Video games are like, I'm like pretty good at every video game, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and I'll pick up anything like really fast. I'm a natural, like since I was like, you know,
all right,
9 or
I'll
whatever.
probably kick your ass at Mario Kart Wii.
Oh yeah, Nintendo was never really my thing.
Oh,
Nintendo's never really my thing. Mario 64 was the first game I ever played though. Was the first game.
Which one is that? Is that
the fucking where you're going through the castle and you're finding the stars?
Is it like 2D?
Yeah.
Where it's
and then the very final thing is you're fighting Bowser and you're spinning him around. And
I never played that game.
Whatever.
I can picture it.
But the first game I ever beat was Ocarina of Time, Zelda.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, my brother was really big into that. And I was like, you fucking nerd.
Yeah. No, that was and I was like 8, and that was like fucking, you know, I was fucking screaming for the you know.
I've been thinking about being Link for Halloween.
That would be sick.
Which I'm not. I'm always so last second about a Halloween costume.
I don't have one either.
You don't have
Are you doing
one?
anything for Halloween?
Dude, there's so much stuff going on.
Can you? We probably can't like plug a party
I can
or
plug
something.
some stuff.
Okay.
Friday night, there's a show at the Washroom where Scam Likely lives.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good bill. Betsy is a band my friend Shayla has started recently. They're super fucking good. Doubter is on that bill.
I like Doubter a lot.
Dude,
Doubter fucking murdered that show.
Dude, that's right, you were there.
Yeah.
Bro, that was their first show.
Oh my God, wait, time out. Can I tell you the most embarrassing moment of my life was while you were performing?
What happened?
And you guys stopped. There was a pause.
Okay.
And I yelled. Because there was a build up, you know, you were whatever, and there was a pause, and I screamed, and then I tackled Cade because I thought it was about to drop, and there was a break, and it was dead fucking silent in the whole place, and I was just like, yeah, and I tackled Cade, and then you guys started playing. And dude, I think about that. I've thought about that every day of my life, bro. I was like, I tweaked. Fake fan, you know, like I was like,
didn't even notice that.
You didn't hear me do that?
No,
There's
man,
no way you didn't hear me do that.
I wonder what song it was.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
Man. Dude, that's funny though.
Yeah, it was, dude. I was like, my reputation is ruined.
They were recording that set, so it's probably on. On audio somewhere. I haven't gotten it yet, so I should probably follow up with that.
Yeah, if you find that, bro, please show me that. That should be so fucking funny. Yeah. No, I love that. Yeah.
There are some songs. We have a few songs that have the stops in them. So
Yeah. Dude, oh my God. I've been thinking about that shit so much. I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, Doubter is on that bill. They're fucking like emo pop punk. Dude, they played that Taking Back Sunday cover. I don't know if you know.
No.
It was a cover that like I didn't think any band would ever cover that song. It was like it was a breakup song that I was so into, that was like deep in an album, like not even like really popular, of Taking Back Sunday. They played it and I was like, what the fuck, dude? This is dope. Yeah. But they're on that bill, so and some other ones. But that's Friday. So.
Okay, yeah. Is it like a dress up thing?
Halloween all weekend, baby.
I gotta get a costume.
Dude, I know.
Who's your homie? You have a homie that's the seamstress homie. I gotta hit her up. Have her make me something.
Seamstress homie.
Yeah, she was here. I met her here. I don't know. I just assumed she was your homie.
Seamstress homie. Yeah, I don't know if I know.
I don't remember her name.
Homie.
I talked to her for a while
here.
She's like, I'm a seamstress. I was like, oh, no,
Make
fucking
me
cool.
a costume.
Yeah, type shit. Yeah.
Right.
No, I'm probably gonna go. I've always had this plan of Halloween is my favorite holiday of the year.
Fuck yeah.
And for some reason, it has been forever since I have been able to truly enjoy the spirit of Halloween. But there's something, I feel something different about this year.
Fuck yeah.
I was supposed to do a show in Kenosha.
Okay.
I canceled it because I was like, I would rather I'd rather have fun somewhere in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Than like do like,
it's gonna be a big weekend.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel similarly with doing shows on holidays. Like a New Year's show I've done before, and it always feels like the night is bigger than the show. So it's hard to really have people really come for the music in a way. So it's more of like if you were a cover band or like just a jam band, it'd be a fucking sick show. But like if you're kind of if your set is a little bit different than that, like
like everybody's doing a house party that
it's like people got stuff going on, so I feel bad almost for like trying to get people in really
Halloween is one of those
it.
nights too.
However, we are playing Halloween at Bremen Cafe on Monday. So
I will be there.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's going to
be there.
Rowdy. And I said yes to it because it's a Monday, and like I feel that in River West particularly, like Monday nights are people's weekends in a way, and people are still going to go out for it. So it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick.
Dude, I knew there was something. I had a feeling there was something would pop up. You're also playing at the washroom.
No, we don't have a washroom set. No, we're not playing on Friday.
Okay, you're just gonna be
I'll
there.
probably be there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
My girlfriend might throw a party at her place.
Do I need an invite?
No, dude.
I'm playing a show with them, so I would hope I could hit them up and,
yeah,
and be like, "Hey, can I come?"
Coolest fucking people, man. I'm excited
cool.
for you.
They're cool guys. Okay, yeah. I want to get to know them because they fucking. If I'm doing a show with them, also I feel really bad. What I was talking about earlier, like I feel really bad that like I'm gonna get people to the show. I'm like I'm like I've fucking I'm gonna push my friends to come because they love me and I love them, and there's like a mutual respect of it. But like there's no way that I'm gonna pull more people than a local band. And so I feel really bad about co-headlining with them and doing the 50-50 splits because I feel like I'm taking away from what they deserve. And so I really want to like at least get to know them so that they know that I'm not like a guy that just popped up and is like, let me take half your shit. Like just cause, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like I don't want, so,
totally.
So, and they look really cool. So I don't want to like, and I talked to what was the one, I can't remember his
Chetty.
Chinny?
Chetty.
Chetty.
I think it's Chetty. It's spelled with TH.
Okay, yeah. I don't remember. I feel like he told me something different. I don't even remember.
People call him Cherry.
Maybe that's what he told me.
Chetty.
I like Cherry.
Yeah. I really want to have a podcast with him. He seems so interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think he's from Milwaukee. I think he's from like somewhere. I have no idea.
Do you think people not from Milwaukee are more interesting? That's do you think I'm more interesting?
From my perspective, like if someone was here from like London or something, I would
right, yeah,
much more want to like fuck off, Davy, dude.
I got a French Uber driver the other day, and I was like, why are you here? Like I was just so curious about like his entire life. Dude, like
even in like when I'm touring people for apartments and they're from like fucking San Francisco or whatever, and I don't even know.
Yeah, you're like, what's your deal?
How did you end up in Milwaukee?
Yeah. Like, I'm so curious. Like, Wisconsin is such an enigma of like in Kenosha, the Mexican population is like huge, and I'm like, where did that start? Like, where at what point did that become like a thing? Right. Because it's huge.
Right.
And like, for the record, I basically grew up Mexican, but I'm just saying like. I don't know where, like, you cross the border, illegally or not. Who gives a fuck? I don't. But then you go, like, all the way.
All the way
You
up.
go all the way.
Yeah.
Like, where did, like, how does that even happen?
Dude.
I don't know. There's also, like, there's a pretty decent Asian community there, too. And I'm like, I don't know why someone from fucking across the world would go to Wisconsin. Like, do you think you'd go to like New York or LA or Miami or
and
Chicago
such a big population, you know? It's like you get maybe like a family, you know? I could see like a job or you fell in love or something like that, but a whole community kind of thing is pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like it's pretty. Kenosha's super diverse.
Is it?
Yeah, the middle school I went to, like white people were the minority.
Sure.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, like it's a very there's tons of fucking all types of motherfuckers.
I know like Waukesha, or no, not Waukesha.
Waukesha, Waukegan.
Wassa.
Oh, Wassa, yeah.
It's one of the biggest Hmong populations in the U.S. Yeah.
Interesting.
And I don't know if you know much about Hmong.
No.
They basically
thought that was a slur. It's a type of it's a race.
It's a race.
Is it a race or is it an ethnicity? What's the difference between race and ethnicity?
Race and ethnicity.
Oh my god. Jew versus Jewish? Is it like race?
I was talking with my guitarist Jacob Slade. It's basically a race and a religion.
Race is like the color of your skin and like ethnicity.
You're asking the wrong person.
I don't even
know.
And then what's the difference between those and nationality and like fucking. Right. I don't even fucking know.
Heritage.
I'm really dumb.
I'm really fucking
with things like I don't want to like.
But as I was saying, the
Hmongs. Yeah.
They had there was a country. I wish I knew what the country is called. I don't know if it was called. No, it couldn't have been. It had to do something with Vietnam. I'm probably
it sounds
basically
very
it was a huge population of Hmong people,
Mm-hmm.
and they got displaced because their country got overtaken, and they basically are a whole population of culture, but they don't have a country anymore. So their whole they got kicked out. So they're all displaced all around the world. And,
that's kind of sick. I mean, that's really sad,
really
but it's kind of sick.
Sad. It's really fucking sad.
But it's really sad.
It's
no, it
interesting.
Is really sad.
I wouldn't use sick.
No, but it's
interesting.
Like I can't imagine you're like the underdog. You're like the underdog,
Mm-hmm.
Like you got wiped off the map,
Dude, I couldn't fucking imagine, dude.
Yeah. My little gamer brain is like they're the ones. They're the they're the chosen ones. They're fun. I saw a band. I brought up Megadeth to you earlier, right?
Yeah.
And fucking Five Finger Death Punch. I saw them live, and the opening band was The Who, right? My dad was like, yeah, The Who is opening for them. And I'm like, The Who? Like, aren't they dead? And or whatever. They're like 90 or whatever the fuck. And my dad was like, no, The Who. And it's and then it's HU. It's not WHA, right? And I was like, I didn't what? And they're Mongolian throat rock.
Holy shit.
They're like whatever, and they got all these like 2-string instruments, and they're fucking going whatever. They're sick. They're fucking crazy, but like it was I hope it wasn't like that far-fetched thought to think of them.
Terrible marketing ploy.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
At least they got to where they're at, though. If they're opening for Five Finger, I know Five Finger Death Punch.
They're crazy. They're fucking the lead singer. I don't know his name. I'm a fake fan, but
I know a few songs. Like I don't know.
Oh, you probably know more than you think you do.
Sure.
I don't listen to rock and or anything. My dad took me to the concert, and he was like, he told me, he was like, you're gonna know more than you think you know, and I knew like 80% of the songs. Nice. And I was like, I don't even know why the fuck I know these songs. And I was like singing along to everything. Yeah.
Did you get 1021, FM 1021 in Kenosha?
What is that?
It's like a alternative. No, it's 103.7.
Oh yeah.
1021. Never mind.
No. I was never big into the radio. When I was probably 11, I had to be 10 or 11. I got my own radio, and I would only listen to 96.9, which was the like classic rock.
Oh sure.
Shit.
Yep.
And I don't even like that music, but it was just like it was constantly on. I was falling asleep to it for like 4 years, so I just know all of that shit for no reason. Yeah. I don't even like it, and I just know all of it.
Which
like it's
probably influences you more than you would think.
And I don't even know. Can I tell you my progression through music is are we going?
No, I was just checking to see if it died or
if anything. It even fucking right. You don't even have it plugged in.
No,
it's risky. So I grew up when I first started. Like my mom would always have Michael Bublé and Maroon 5. CDs blasting. Whenever she was cleaning, she'd have it blasting through the house. So I know like all of that shit, like the classic Maroon 5 shit.
Love has taken
control of me and said goodbye.
My mom was
Dude, I love that shit. Yeah, and like all that fucking all that shit, and then my dad then the radio thing happened, and somewhere like combined in that was, and every time I was in the car with my parents, they had the radio on, and that was like where I learned like Tayo Cruz with the Dynamite and Pompeii, and I can think of like the early like Kesha and all that stuff.
Ed
Sheeran, yeah. Ed Sheeran, I found out for the first time at Six Flags. He had that one like Angel
18.
18. Yeah.
That song.
Yeah. That's I heard that song for the first time at Six Flags. Wow. What a fucking plug, by the way. If Six Flags was like, we want to play your song, I'd be like,
just like on the speaker
for
kind of
free.
thing, walking
Take
around.
it, please.
That's not even like a song to play, I think, at that kind of area. That's such
it's
an
so
emo
sad.
song.
Yeah, what the fuck? There's also that one other band that oh, god damn it. Oh, there's another like punk band that they had. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I went from there. When I started discovering my own music, I started listening to like fake music, parody music.
Oh, sure.
Like Lonely Island and Weird Al as a motherfucker. I can yes, like put a song on and I will recite it.
Jizz in my pants.
Dude. Like, and it was like this weird introduction into like formulated music that I felt good about it, that I was choosing to. Do you know, have you ever heard of The Key of Awesome?
No.
They're a YouTube channel that would just do parodies.
Okay.
And they were fucking, like, they were huge, and they were really good at it. There's a time, I'm sure it's not true anymore, but there was a moment where they made a Kesha parody, and it had over twice the amount of views as the actual song.
Gotcha.
And these guys, excuse me, though they were a really big part. And then my first introduction into rap when I was 14 was Watsky, if you know who that is.
No.
He's just like this like English major. He was just going to school and just, rapping.
Sure.
And I get like Bo Burnham was in there too, I suppose.
Oh, sure.
Of before he was like the weird, he like had a resurfacing of clout or whatever. That before all that, like way before that. I was on Bo Burnham in like 5th grade, but Bo Burnham and Watsky were my first sort of introductions into rap, and then I got cool friends. And we smoked a bunch of weed, and they put me on real, like, actual good rap. And I remember being, I was 14, I think,
sure.
And my best friend's brother played Cocoa Butter Kisses.
Yeah, dude, fuck yeah.
And I remember being stoned as fuck, just laying on the couch, being like, what the fuck is this song, bro?
Cigarettes on cigarettes.
My mama think I stank. Dude, no. Chance holds a fucking special place in my heart.
Yeah.
It sucks that he's bad now.
But
He fell off. He found God, which is never a good idea.
Yeah, as long as he's doing well.
Yeah, I mean, no, he's
Can't
doing well.
him.
He's doing well, but whenever you hear someone found God, you're like, all right, you're settling.
Sure, you're having kids.
Yeah. He stopped swearing and stuff like whatever. Yeah. But yeah, and then I found Chance, and then it was just a whole like I felt like I found Chance, and then hanging out with these guys, I like my music taste went like this, and so when people ask me like what my influences are and stuff like that, it's so clusterfucked of I nothing, like I could not tell you like, because I think the things that are most internally back in my mind will never think about are things that I did while I was smoking.
Sure.
And I'm sure a lot of people, like, when you're smoking and you're 14, that's different when you're smoking and you're 23. Like, there's a completely different.
Yeah.
Like, I was like fucking what the commercials make. Oh yeah, I was like that fucking.
Like,
what's the that one commercial where he was like completely flat? Like he's like flat. Do you know what I'm talking about? He's like 2D on the couch.
If you'll smoke weed, this will happen.
Like that was me. And also, like, they don't say that feeling is amazing in the commercial. It's fucking awesome. I'm acting like drunk and shit, but whatever. And so, like, I feel like when I make music, it's like such a weird idea for us. Earlier we were talking about like I don't need more influences. I don't know where they come from, but I have what I need. I'm making Definitely. What I feel like I need to make. But like the influences I draw from, it's such a cloudy void of a thought to try and think about what influences me, because I think I genuinely think that, like, my ability to write has a lot to do with that parody music is very it's like taking a mundane subject and making it an entire piece of material.
Sure.
And I think that, like, because I was really into parody music, like a motherfucker, like, for real. Like, I was really into that shit. And I think that hit me in a type of way where, like, I realized that, like, I like understood how to write about how to stay on topic.
Sure.
Because
right.
I know I kind of shit on like pop rap, like popular rap earlier, and it's really easy to say like I take a sip of my drink and then I fuck my bitch in a ranch. Like it's just, like it's hard as a writer to write about one thing for 3 minutes.
Like a thoughtful thing that connects.
Yeah, right.
That you feel.
Right. Try writing an 8-bar where, like, the first bar connects to the 8th bar. Like, that's a hard thing to do. Right. It's not an easy, and especially if you start extending that and you make the first bar and the 16th bar and everything in between, like, that's hard.
Talking about your bars real quick. Listening to, I can't particularly bring up one song, but the way you do you choose your words based off of how they sound often, rather than like what they mean per se?
Yes.
Way, okay,
yes,
got you.
I choose rhyming over the point that I'm trying to make.
Yeah,
very often.
The way you'll make your mouth sound, like, I can just picture, like, the way, because you'll switch it up a little bit of, like, I don't know, dude. I'm not a rapper, but I know it's sick.
It's hard. I don't know, because I can't, like, speak on it or anything, because I don't think when I write, like, I'm not any song that I've ever put out. There's maybe like 1 or 2 songs where I've ever come back to it. It's usually like it's like 2 hours, and it's just a one-off thing. Mm-hmm. Like, coming back to a song is not something that I do, and that's more than just like there's a lot of nuance to it, but I think that whatever I'm feeling in the moment, I'm not going to feel tomorrow. Mm-hmm. If I'm sad today, even if I'm sad tomorrow, it's not going to be
totally different.
The same. Yeah, there's going to be different things that I'm sad about, and so there's very few songs that I come back to. My most popular song, which is "Call Me When You Can," I did actually go back to. I actually let that song sit for a really long time. Sure. I couldn't even figure out the second verse. I had my homie put a verse on it, and then I made my own verse, and I liked it more. And I put it on, which give or take. Like, thankfully I did that, to be honest. I'm glad that I did that. Just sort of the way that it worked out. I'm glad that I did that, and he knows that and everything. But like, most of my songs are very very in the moment, and the best songs that I've ever made, I'm not. There's no thought to it.
Right.
Everything just comes.
Pouring it out.
Yeah. Every line just comes.
Do you have the beat first and then kind of write to that, or do you just write?
Yeah. So I don't make my own beats. I mostly use YouTube, but I have like specific producers that I work with.
Gotcha.
And it's, although I pull them from YouTube, there is usually like more of a communication of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I listen to it, and then I listen to how I feel about, like, whatever it makes me feel is how I write. The Call Me When You Can, hopping off a jet, waiting for a tech. The name of the beat was called Jet.
Sure.
And that combined with, I had just gotten back from Vegas. I was in Vegas with my friend, and he was listening. There's a Future song where he's like hopping on and off a jet. Like, okay. It's like, he's like, that's like the hook. He's like hopping on and off a jet, hopping on and off a jet. Like, that's like the hook of the song. And he was playing that fucking constant because we were 18 and we were like, like duo vocation for the, it wasn't a vacation, but him and I went to Vegas, and the whole time he's like, we were like walking off the plane, and he's like hopping on and off a jet, And so I just get home from this thing, and it's called Jet, and it put the, so I'm like hopping off a jet, like, and so it became this whole thing. And I wasn't really going anywhere with that, but it's it's just, there's my writing process, there's not really a writing process. I hear the beat first, I feel how I try and reciprocate how it makes me feel, and then 90% of the time I end up making a hook, and then it goes in the fire. Build off the hook. No, I fucking, for every like 20 songs I make one actual song. Like throughout the other 19, it's like a verse or a hook, and that's it.
Do you ever take things from like a And then
well, that's kind of what like the other 19 are for. It's sort of a practice to whatever it ends up being. I pull from my old songs all the time. Yeah. And I also I don't think you've heard my music enough to know this, but I have a running thing of Barbie. Like, I always try and use Barbie in some way.
I heard Barbie is it in I Miss You?
Yeah.
Barbie. Yeah. I was like,
I said like the definition was lost in Barbie or whatever. Yeah, like there's like I have a lot of obsessions, and that's just like one of them. And it means more to me than other things. Yeah. And I don't want to speak on it actually ever. To be honest, I don't really ever want to talk. I think I like people sort of guessing. I'll talk to you about it.
It's like an Easter egg,
Painting
your scope of what you put out as an artist. If someone just listens to it, it's like, oh, there's a reoccurring kind of thing. You can think of what you want.
That's exactly like I have people all the time, even my friends, they're like, I like how you said this because it, this, like, they're telling me, but they're sort of asking me in a way of like what something meant, but I don't really ever confirm or deny it because I'm telling my story. Sure. And how that makes you feel and how it resonates in your head is supposed to relate to you. It's not supposed. I'm talking about me because I'm me, and that's what I know. Definitely. But if it makes you feel some other type of way, that's what it means. Yep. There's not, there's.
You're gonna pull from your own experiences.
Yeah, and it works both ways as the writer and the listener, and so but there's times where I've had people be like, this is what this means, and I'm like, that is what that means, and I never even thought about that.
Right.
And that is what I meant. I don't know if you've probably, I write songs, and then 6 months later I find out what I even wrote the song about.
Dude, I've specifically a song called From Afar. I wrote it, and it took me a while to really have a concrete idea of what I was even singing about, but totally.
Yeah.
Totally. And then I'll have songs too, like specifically Milwaukee, and I'll be re-listening to it and from a different perspective and hearing bars and things that like shift in ways that I didn't even know that at the time writing. It's fucking cool.
No, it's fucking awesome. Yeah. I love I think like you get to a point where making music does feel it's sort of, you just do it. There's not much of a thought to it because it's what you do. And it's how you know how to say what you're trying to say. I don't know, personally, like I have a very hard time communicating certain feelings, but I can over exaggerate in a well way to written in a song to elaborate on that. Fuck, where is I going with this? It's nice to get it out and have the feeling of getting it out, and then later understanding why you said it.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's where I was going with it, but that's it's a
cool instrument. Music in general is an instrument of just getting out emotions that you can't even put to words at the time.
Yeah, well, it's a language, man. It's a fucking it's crazy. I recently I've had this obsession with where I've been trying to find I want to learn an instrument, an instrument that that matters. Like we were talking earlier, like, I'm not going to play fucking baritone over I could fucking kill it, but I'm not, what am I going to do?
Like a songwriting instrument,
like a guitar or a piano is really
straight up.
And so I've been really obsessed with like, what is the difference between like, what is cooler? And it's really hard. If you put the lead guitarist of Tool versus Elton John, like the ability of what either of them could do, what is actually cooler?
Right.
But even at that, like, a guitar, you got pedals, it's basically a synth, but you got a piano, which literally is a synth. And it's so many like
whatever you're drawn to, really.
I like piano more, but I think that's because I'm not dexterous enough to fumble between the strings.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was never able to do do this.
Sure.
I was never able to do it.
Never?
No. Well, not that I've like really like worked on it or whatever, but like, there's like never a thing I was good at. Like that's what I was telling you earlier. That's what the dude was yelling at me. I had an instructor.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And he made me cry.
Yeah.
And I was really, young.
Yep.
But I was like, he told me to work on, is it called double strumming? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, probably like a double strum, like going down and up.
Yeah.
You could just
but
do
on
all
one string though.
downs. Oh, like
yeah,
Sure, right.
yeah, and I was never able to do it. And he yelled at me, and then went to go smoke a cigarette.
The cool thing about like guitar is that, as long as you don't have like arthritis and you still have your body in motion, there's no age limit really as far as physical ability.
There's fucking
learn,
there's 80-year-olds fucking
going
nuts on guitar
too.
Yeah,
there's no time limit. Hopefully,
there's no time limit. There's sports is like the only thing I can think of that like has a legitimate time limit. But there's even like Tom Brady's like fucking 45, like
straight up. He's been playing his whole life, kind of thing.
There's fighters in the UFC, which is like the most physical sport, that are like 40. That's insane.
But they
and
probably
usually
have been fighting in a different art, like martial art.
Well, since they're like 8 or whatever. But like still, like you're 40.
Yeah.
Like a 40-year-old fighting, you're both trained. Like a 40-year-old fighting like a 25-year-old doesn't sound like a fair competition. But sometimes a 40-year-old pops out. Fucking what was the dude in the yellow shorts that broke his leg with the heel kick? Fucking goddamn
recently?
It was like 3 years ago. Everybody's gonna get so fucking mad at me. I'm a fake UFC fan. God damn it! It starts with an A. Oh,
yeah, man. I wish I paid more attention to UFC. It's
I love
sick
UFC.
as fuck. It's sick, but I just don't know how to keep up with it.
Yeah, well, it is hard. There's so many names, but I love getting together with the boys and watching a UFC fight, and then it's over and everybody's walking out. Everybody's like kind of drunk. Like
sure.
no one. Everybody can drive home fine, but like everybody's like got something in them. And then we're like walking out the room, and then one person looks at someone in a weird way, and they're like, "What's up, bro?" And they're like, "Let's take this out back, bro." It happens. Yeah. I used to wrestle my friends all the
just
fucking
trying
time.
to pick a fight.
Yeah. No, I used to fight. I would never box my friends because I definitely cannot throw a punch. I'm not athletic at all. But I was really into like submission wrestling. Was I would do that with my friends. I don't think I ever won.
Tap out.
Yeah,
thing.
you just you go until you're in. You need to tap out.
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever won.
Yeah.
It's not friendly, but I mean, it's like
Oh, okay.
It's like, safe. Like you're not
Sure.
gonna get you're not gonna get rocked.
Right,
But
right.
like you are gonna get
Like no
choked out.
punches.
Like,
like,
no, there's no
they
punches,
just,
but like you're like
choking. Yeah. Never got into super hardcore wrestling like that.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
honest. My college friends would though.
yeah.
And,
It's fun.
My
I mean,
buddy
it's
broke
whatever.
he broke his ankle wrestling. My other roommate.
Actually
Like,
wrestling?
yeah. No,
Like
we were all
competitive
just
wrestling
super,
or, like,
no, we were just super fucking drunk and
Oh,
they were
okay,
there
yeah.
on the first floor of our house.
That's
and
usually
they
how it
just, like,
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Should we wrap this up? Head
Yeah, we
over?
can wrap up whenever you want. Yeah, yeah.
For sure. It's 11:08. Yeah, let's wrap this up. Man, this has been sick though. This is the longest one we've done.
Oh yeah. I hope it was entertaining for most of the
Fuck
time.
yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, this is sick as fuck. I guess you plugged some shows coming up the November 4th.
November 4th at No
Yeah.
Studios with Scam Likely, and I think there's another opener. But I'm not totally sure on that. But come by and say hi. And
Fuck yeah.
if you see me from here, tell me that you saw me from here, and I'll give you something, a kiss, maybe.
Give you a respond on Instagram.
Yeah, I'll
DM.
follow you. Maybe I'll give you a little follow. Who knows? I'll do something. I'll
Yo,
do
for
something.
real though, listen to Young Davy, YXNG, Davy,
Yes.
DAVY.
Yes.
Seriously, a lot of good stuff on there, and really talented dude. And
Thank you.
as we just learned, I really love talking to you, man. This has been super
Yeah,
fun.
Yeah.
It's been so fun. So, yep, follow him and check him out. And thanks for listening and tuning in.
Peace.
Love y'all.
Love
Till
ya.
next time. Definitely have you back. For sure.